Hello everybody and welcome to another cooking session together. Today is Pancake Day. Wonderful. Or as it's otherwise known, Shrove Tuesday, the day before Lent. But mind you, I think any day is a good day for a pancake. Pancakes are such a simple recipe. 3 basic ingredients: eggs, flour and milk, plus a little pinch of salt. So let's get started straight away with the first stage, which is making the batter. Now, I'm going to make a 1 egg quantity of batter today, but if you want to scale it up because you're cooking for more people, just see the quantities are all there on the recipe. So first of all, let's measure out 55 grams of flour into the bowl. It's not a lot. There we are, 55. Brilliant. Next, crack the egg in. And then we'll just get our whisk and just start it going, just so it starts to mix up. And then we get 140 millilitres of milk, and we're going to pour that in. Pour about half of it in first and stir it round. Oh, I forgot to put in, we need to put in just a tiny little pinch of salt. So we'll just do that now, really just a pinch. So now we'll put the rest of the milk in. Just move those scales to one side. And I'm just going to start whisking it, and what we want to do is get it really nice and smooth and bubbly, so there's no lumps and it's just a little bit frothy. It's fairly thin batter, you see, like this. Now, it's a lot easier to cook the pancakes by pouring the batter out from a jug, so I'm just going to pour this into a jug now. Okay, now for the fun bit, we're going to cook the pancake. Now, just a word of warning, quite a lot of people find that the first pancake of their batch doesn't come out properly, and if that happens to you, don't worry about it. You can just get rid of it and start again, and the second one will be a lot better. Now, you do need a really hot pan, so I've had this pan on for quite a time, and I've put a bit over a teaspoon of oil in there just to get it started. And now I'm going to pour in a little bit, not too much, of the pancake mix, and then I'm going to swirl it around so that it spreads out around the surface of the pan, like this. About that much. Then I just spread it round like this, fill in the gaps. And just fill in those holes. Now we wait. Now you'll see right at the edge of the pan, the pancake has cooked, but in the middle it's still darker because the liquid is still cooking out. So you've got to wait until it's all cooked before you start turning it over and flipping it. Okay, so let's just have a little test and see. Now I'm just going to use the spatula to ease it up at the edges of the pan and just lift it up and see what it's looking like underneath. Just be careful of your fingers. Now that's not cooked at all yet, so I'm going to have to leave it a little bit longer. Okay, I've been cooking that for a minute or so. Let's have a look underneath. You see it's turned nice and brown. This is the key. When you can do that with your pancake and it moves around, then it's ready to turn over. Now, some people like to flip pancakes. I suppose it's a lot of fun, but I'd rather not risk it. So I just turn it over with a spatula, very simply like that. You don't need to cook it quite so much on the other side, because you just want to make sure there's no area that's too pale on the top of the pancake. I just press it down Just let it go for a minute or so, and then we should be ready to serve it up. Okay, that's just been cooking for a minute. I'm going to flip it back. There we are. It's fairly pale on the top, but that's okay. So I'm just going to gently ease it out onto the plate. And now it's ready to put the toppings on. So here's our lovely pancake, ready for some toppings. You can put whatever you like on it, whatever you're most happy with. Bit of Nutella, beautiful. Bit of maple syrup, that's lovely too, but I like the classics, so I'm going to go with some lemon and sugar. Let's just put a little sprinkle of sugar on the top. I got a fresh lemon. It's always a good idea to give your lemon a little roll first, because that gets the juice all nice and ready to flow. I'll cut it open. Squeeze a little lemon juice on there. Beautiful. Now, I like to fold it over once, fold it over twice, and then because I've got a sweet tooth, I put just a little bit more sugar on the top. That's so nice. I hope you enjoy cooking your pancakes on Pancake Day. Thanks for being with me.